Hey, Bill, I've been looking all over for you.
Hey, man.
I got an idea.
Yeah.
You want to walk with me?
George? I don't know. You're making me nervous.
Well, so we've got this crazy idea. We're going to do a virtual event for our customers on the new machines Cat's putting out there.
We're going to do what?
A virtual event. It's like a digital, showing of our new products.
Okay.
And we're looking for a host.
And you want me to help you find one?
I think you're the guy.
Oh, you do?
Will you do it?
Is it optional?
It's not optional.
Okay. So I guess I'm in.
Appreciate you doing this.
Yeah, no problem.
You're going to be pretty good at it.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
Don't believe what everybody's told you your whole life.
Yeah, okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate the words of encouragement here.
Let's go do this thing.
Let's make it happen.
Hey y'all, my name is George Kress and I'm with Riggs Cat, and thank you for joining us today for our Riggs Cat virtual event. We've got a lot of great stuff planned today to walk you through some of the new machines that Caterpillar and Riggs have to offer, and we're excited that Bill's going to walk you through the event today. It's going to be a lot of fun, but I just want to thank you guys for joining us, and I wanted to take a moment just to tell you a little bit about Riggs Cat history. Riggs has been in the state of Arkansas for 94 years now. And we've got 9 locations all around the state, fully capable to serve all of your needs. We've got parts, service, sales, rental, and power at all of those locations. And we look forward to getting to serve you in the future. And we look forward to getting to know you as you get to know us today. And our number one goal as a company is to be the best at serving our customers and to provide an amazing customer experience. And we love what you do every day. We love watching the work that you guys do. And we look forward to building Arkansas together with you in the future. And so I hope that today is a good event, that you get to learn a lot more about our dealership and about the Caterpillar product. And I'm excited to have Bill Estell here. Bill's been with us for 39 years, so there's a lot of experience in that brain of his. And we look forward to getting to share with him in that today. And so I just want to introduce you to Bill, and thank you again for being with us today.
Yeah, thank you, George. Really appreciate that. Hello. Again, my name is Bill Estell. I'm Region Manager here at Riggs Cat. Our marketing and sales team are really excited to put this event together today. I hope you really enjoy it. We've tried to bring some quality content to you and really highlight some of the key changes that Cat's introduced in their excavator and dozer lineup. We're going to bring on board with us James Carter, Premier Account Manager. He's going to talk about the next-gen excavator line. Lee Mashburn has been voluntold to come on board and help us with the next-gen dozer lineup. He'll talk about the D3 and the D5. I think most of his talk will be over the D5. He'll introduce you to the new lineup of dozers. Cat's changed all of our model numbers around from a D1 to a D11, so it'll be real interesting and some stuff that we really are excited to share with you there. Mike Kingery, Machine Technology Specialist, is going to help us with some technology, because all these machines are just loaded with technology these days. And we're excited about what Mike's got to bring to the table for this. I get the honor, thanks to George, talking about the Cat UTV. This thing has been it's been a workhorse. It's been a beast, and I'm gonna give you just a little quick dog and pony over it. But anyway, pretty excited about what we have to offer. Hope you enjoy it. Stay logged in. Don't check out on us. At Riggs, I want to say this: safety is always first. We are constantly looking for ways to reduce workplace hazards, and I would challenge that everyone, share that same vision and focus that we have with that. And from what we're doing around these machines, it can be extremely dangerous. So I encourage you to always perform a walk around before you climb on board of one of our machines, or any as far as that goes, and maintain 3 points of contact as you get in and out of the unit.
Also, I wanted to make everybody aware that if you sign on to the live event today, that you'll be getting a free hat on us. It's a pretty cool hat. Bill, would you try that on for us? This is our model here.
I'd rather have a truck, George.
You're not getting a truck.
No truck. Okay. I'll take the hat. Thank you, George.
And then please stick around till the end for the Q&A. There's actually some better prizes, I think, during the Q&A.
George, I was thinking we would, whoever sticks around, we'll pick somebody at random that goes through the Q&A process and maybe give away a dozer. What do you think?
Like a real dozer?
Like a dozer. One of these behind us, maybe.
Sorry, we're not giving away a dozer, but what can we give away?
Well, how would you feel about an ice chest? We've got some cat coolers that are pretty cool. How would you feel about we select us a winner from this event and donate them an ice chest?
That sounds great. Cat cooler, stick around. Your opportunity to win. It could be you. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks, George. Hello, and now we're joined by James Carter, the Premier Account Manager. He's going to talk to us today about the Caterpillar 308 excavator, some of the features and benefits you'll find in it. James, it's all you.
Hey, we're happy you guys have joined us today. We're excited to talk to you about Caterpillar's next-gen model of mini excavators. This design was inspired by customers like yourself. We want to make this machine more user-friendly, increase your productivity, and save you money. We're able to achieve these with industry-first, CAT-exclusive features like stick steer, cruise control, monitors, and sealed and pressurized cabs. Customers also wanted to see an improvement in performance. The 4 features of performance they wanted to improve was lifting, swinging uphill, travel, and multifunctioning. We've been able to achieve all 4 of those on this 6 to 10 ton model next-gen excavator. Lifting has been increased by 65% straight out over in front of the machine, 40% over the side. Swinging uphill, as the E2 series, certain weights and loads could not be able to swing uphill on a slope. This new next-gen model has been swinging circles around the old model with 25% increase in torque. Travel being improved, you'll see a difference in uphill and turning, also in multi-functions. We have also introduced a new machine with a 309, 308 with a high flow capability, giving you better multi-functions with the hydromechanical tool. This machine is our 18,600 pound machine up to 20,000 pound, depending on your configuration. We'd like to start up front here with a hydraulic blade. This is a straight blade, comes with ground engaging tool. This helps you for your backfill, moving debris, help stabilize the machine while digging or lifting heavy objects. The boom and the stick will remain the same as in the past series. Long stick giving you 183-inch digging depth. I'd like to point out up here on the front the lifting eye that's on their linkage. This is standard on all of our excavators. This is OSHA approved on the job site to allow you not to have to wrap chains around the linkage or remove the bucket to be able to lift objects on the job. I'd also like to point out a standard on all of our excavators is our buckets can be turned around to be used as a front shovel to help you get underneath those pipes. This can work with a pin on or also a coupler. As we walk around the machine, I'd like to point out that our 308 and our 309 are the largest machine in our mini excavator line to have swing booms. As we come up to the fuel tank here, we'd like to point out that this machine has been designed to give you easy ground level accessibility to all your servicing items. While we're on the fuel tank, I'd also like to talk about one thing that was addressed on this new next-gen design was the cost of ownership. Fuel savings, this machine will give you 11% savings on your fuel over the older models. When it comes to your serviceability, we have the sight glass here for your hydraulic. You can fill your hydraulics here. You have a fuel neck for your fuel right here. As we walk around the machine, I'd like to show you the new design on these next gens being flat panels versus the rounded on the old model. These flat panels also save on your ownership cost. This panel here, for instance, being a flat panel versus the rounded hood that was on the E2 series, this panel alone will save you a third of the cost of the other hood. As we come inside the hood panel, I'd like to talk about the fuel pump. This is a self-priming fuel pump. I also like to talk about the battery disconnect. This is a quick disconnect to help save your battery in times of long no use and also cold weather. As we come up to the next secondary panel, this here's where you'll find your air filter, your battery for easy maintenance, and also your auxiliary switch to allow you to adjust the machine from one-way flow to two-way flow. That will be used in case of attachments such as hammers and compactors. As we come back to the rear panel, access to your engine. Also in your daily inspection for your fluids, you have your coolant levels here, oil dipstick, oil fill neck, also easy accessibility to your starter and oil filter. This is a Cat C 3.3 diesel engine, 74.3 horsepower, which allows you not to have to use DEF fluid. Also above the hood, you'll notice the rear view camera. Set in the counterweight here to help protect it. Last here on the driver's side panel, this gives you access to be able to look in and check your exhaust for debris buildup, make sure it's all clear. Also your washer fluid and your hydraulic pump. This would be for your exterior cab filter. Also, one thing you'll notice on these machines is there is no place underneath the floor mat or underneath any panels to have to change between backhoe or excavator mode. That is all done inside the monitor. As we open the cab, fabric, a very comfortable seat with heat options. These pedals will come up to give you more leg room inside the cab. Mike Kingery will be getting with you later on today to show you some of the industry first, Cat exclusive designs that was brought onto this next gen excavator. Stick steering, cruise control, the monitor, and the sealed pressurized cab.
We're joined here by Mike Kingery. He's our machine technology specialist. He's going to talk to us today about some of the technology benefits of the Cat dozer line featuring this D5 standing behind us and the Caterpillar excavator lineup. Mike, it's all you.
Yeah. Today we're going to go over the new next gen 308 excavator with you and show you some of the cool features that Cat's put in these next gen machines. And you can find this feature on all the lower models as well as up to the 309. The 309 is a dedicated high flow machine, and they're all the options are very similar. All right, so I'm going to guide you through the monitor a little bit and show you how some of this stuff works. Okay. So as you can see now, it's laid out very similar to the larger machines, the 320, 323s and up. So there is an optional touch screen available with this machine as well. Today we've just got the standard monitor. Okay, so as you can see, we've got some shortcuts down here that we've already applied. So we have cruise control, continuous flow, there's your camera, pattern changer, and quick coupler. Okay, so this machine can be configured with a hydraulic quick coupler as well. All right, so you can control this from the menu button here and make your selections, or we can come over to our side panel like our other excavators and control it here. I find that it's very easy to just operate it right here, so we'll just take a tour through here. We've got our menu selection. We got machine settings. So in machine settings, let's take a look at that. Control mode, okay? We can go to pattern changer, stick steer mode, fine grading, implement speed. So implement speed, say you got an auger or some kind of attachment on here that you don't want full flow to, you can go down to implement speed. and you can slow it down a bit. You got slow, normal, and fast, or advanced. So then you can go through here and get all of your functions and kind of customize the machine to fit the operator. Okay, so we'll go back. Another good one is Joystick Response. So if you maybe have an operator that's not quite as experienced, you can come in here to Joystick Response, and you can again slow that down a bit as well. Okay. Pattern changer. A lot of guys like to use backhoe mode. So you can come in here and excavator or backhoe, make that selection here. Okay. Stick steer mode. This Caterpillar is this is the industry first right here. Caterpillar has got stick steer mode, and it's a really neat option. Okay, so we can go in here and select whether we want, when we're in stick steer, whether we want to operate our blade or our boom and stick. Okay, and I'll show you some of that here in a bit. Okay, so auxiliary work tools, you can come in and you can set your continuous flow, set up your quick coupler, auxiliary, and you can change the flows on your auxiliary as well. Okay, work tool select. What we've got here is we can program each one of these in here. So if we say we want a hammer, the machine is configured so it knows when I say hammer that that's what it's got on it. So it's already set up. You don't have to do a lot of setup on this machine. Okay, thumb, shear. There's numerous other attachments that you can put on here, and it's already set up. Okay. All right. So let's scroll on down. Pretty much covered that. Auto idle control. Okay, we can turn that on. And what that does, if you're sitting here and talking to your man on the ground or whatever, and you sit for a few seconds, it idles the machine down. It's a fuel savings as well. So I generally like to leave that on when I'm doing the operation, you know, because it does save fuel. Okay. Lighting, job clock. There's a neat feature here. So say you're maybe trying to bid a job, so you can go ahead and do the job you're wanting to do and keep track of it. So the next time you go to bid a job like that, you can say, you know, look back at this and say, okay, well, it took me 4.9 hours to do that job. So it kind of gives you a place to go to have an idea of how much time it took to do that and allow you to bid, you know, more accurately. Okay. Display settings, brightness, clock, language, pretty simple stuff here. Okay, so we'll go back. Now you got your HVAC, your radio, information. So information is just performance. You can click on that and it'll tell you what the machine's doing right now. Okay, so obviously we're not doing any work at the moment. Okay. Ecm Summary, that just gives our technicians a place to go and check software and see what the date is on the software. So go back. Okay, service mode. There's not a whole lot that you can do in service mode except for look at diagnostics. So this again gives you a place that you can click and see. If you're having an issue with the machine, you can go in there, and at least when you call in for service, you can tell them that it's got such and such code on it. So before they come out to work on your machine, at least they have some idea as what they're coming to do, and maybe they can bring the right part and save you a trip there. So it's a pretty handy little tool. Okay. So we'll go and look at stick steer mode now. So This is really nice. It takes a little getting used to, but it's really nice. So I'm going to activate it, and we'll activate it with this little yellow button on the left-hand joystick. Okay, so it says enable joystick travel. You hit OK, and now you can drive the machine with your joystick. Okay, it's just like driving a skid steer. All right. So you want to deactivate it, you just push the button, and now you've got full control of your boom and stick, just like you normally would. So when you are in stick steer mode, now this is your travel. This operates your boom up, bucket, and stick all in with one joystick. Okay, got your horn, your fast speed here, and it's really handy. Okay, and on the bottom of this, you can hit this button, and it will allow you to move your stick with your thumb wheel. Hit it again, and it goes back to auxiliary. Okay, so we'll be able to show you a little bit more how that functions when we put it in the dirt. So right now, I'll just show you which buttons and what it does, and when we get in the dirt, we'll do it a little better. Okay, so we'll turn that off, but that's a really neat feature on this next gen excavator. Okay, you still have your lever for your blade control, and it also has the rabbit mode on it as well. So there's just a lot of neat stuff in here. You know, we could spend all day going through here, but just wanted to hit some high points with you and introduce the new joystick steer next gen excavator to you.
And now I would like to introduce Lee Mashburn. He's gonna take this thing over and talk to us a little bit about Cat's next gen dozer lineup. He's gonna feature the D5. Lee,
Thank you, sir.
take it away.
Cat's done an awesome job with this dozer. It's got lots of changes done to it. It's got a new cab, new seat, new monitor for sure. The horsepower, they didn't change it much. It went up 4 or 5 horsepower, not much. It does weigh 1,800 pounds more than the other dozer does. But they've made some changes here in the front. You know, new grills, new lights, new tie downs, you know, the hose routing in here. I mean, you can look at it and it's very detailed, you know, it's clean, it's put together. We'll walk on around this way. We got the your engine enclosure, your air filter, all your filters there. You can open the doors, take the side panel out, everything's accessible. Again, you know, you need to get in this dozer to appreciate the cab. They changed the seat, they angled the seat some. Mike's gonna cover more in detail on the cab, but the visibility on it is unreal. But you got your exhaust fluid here. You got your disconnect, shut off, it's there. You got your battery jump in here. This one has a heavy duty undercarriage underneath it. It's, like I said, it's an LGP. And we can come on around here. Okay, so you look at your sweeps. I mean, this thing has got awesome sweeps on it, and it protects your air. It swings around, and it does. This one has wraparound sweeps that protects your AC condenser. There's your AC filter. They put a ladder here where you can fold it down, where you can get up there safely and change your AC filter. The inner filter cab filter's right behind it. Your diesel fuel, that's your field deal there. They put a place here for a clean out shovel to clean out your tracks. This one's plumb for a ripper or winch, so you know it's set up for either or if a guy wants to, if you want to add a ripper to it or a winch. And this compartment here, you got your hydraulic sight glass here to see your hydraulic fluid, the fills in there. You have your another engine enclosure to pull out, and you can get to your, very accessible to your engine there, you know. This dozer, it is wired for GPS. It is GPS ready. So I mean, SciTech can do anything to this machine. You have your mounts on your blades if you want to put your GPS system here, or you can do a mastless system and put the GPS receivers on top of the cab, which is the way a lot of people's going today. Mike is going to go over more in detail with the GPS technology side of this, more in detail in the cab of this dozer.
So here we are in the cab of the new Next Gen D5 dozer, and what you'll notice in here, first thing, is we've got this new 10-inch touchscreen monitor, and we can go through here, and it's got numerous features in here to make this machine very efficient and easy to operate. So we've put most of our controls over here on the console, your key switch and all of your wiper controls and such. Up above, the radio, HVAC controls, and over here we've got our blade joystick, and on this machine we've got our optional winch controller or ripper control, whichever you choose. Okay, it's a redesigned cab. It's a little roomier than the previous model, so once you get in, you'll notice that it's very comfortable. Okay, you can also take your consoles and adjust them to fit your needs, and it's also got a heated and cooled seat in it. So it makes operating this machine a real pleasure. Okay, so let me just take you through the monitor here a bit and show you some of the features that we offer. Right now you can see that we have our slope assist, or right now it's in read only, so it just tells you where the machine is sitting at any given time. So if you're just running the machine manually, you can tell what kind of slope you're on. So it's just a good visual reference for the operator. Now we can go a little deeper with that and go into our slope assist. This machine here is what we call our ARO ready machine. So it already has the wiring all incorporated into it, so we can put our 3D, 2D systems on here that we offer from SciTech, just real simple. Okay, so let's walk through the monitor a bit. Okay, first thing you'll notice, you got a gauge selection, slope assist, camera, settings, service, and information. So right now we are in just our gauges with our backup camera in the center. Okay, so let's go to our slope assist. Okay, so now as you can see, we've got our main fall and our slope on our blade, and we can, for example, if I want to match where I'm at right now, I just simply push this button here and it matches, and it'll hold that. So when we go into auto, it's going to go straight to that. If I want to change from down slope to up, I simply push that button there, and now I'm going to hold a 2% grade up. Okay, so that's just briefly how that works. And the same with the blade slope. So blade slope, if I want to match where I'm at, I'll just match that. Now again, if I want to change which side the slope is on, I'll just push that button and you can see that it changes the slope. Okay, so we still have our torque converter temperature here and fuel and def temperature while we've got all that on. So it's pretty simple. Okay, we can go back to our menu. We can actually turn our camera on so it's on all the time if you choose to run it that way. It does take away some of the other functions or some of the other indicators, but it's all personal preference. So now we can go into machine and we can set blade float, blade response, bidirectional. Bidirectional means, so if we're pushing in 1.5 and then I want to back up in 2.5, I can set that in bidirectional, so whenever I go into reverse, it automatically goes to my chosen gear. Okay, or you can also just work it with the thumb wheel on your left joystick. Okay, auto shift feature on this machine, you can enable that, and then the machine will have auto shift capability. So we can also turn all of our lights on right here, and then they're all on. Okay, so scroll on down. So you've got auto engine speed. That will idle the machine down when you're just sitting for a minute. Say you're waiting on a truck to dump, you can turn that on and it'll idle the machine down in 3 seconds to a low idle as a fuel savings. Okay, lock up clutch, you can turn it on and off here. Okay, so we'll go back. So we've looked at slope assist, machine, profiles, and let's look at display. We can change our brightness and units and set the clock. Okay, grade control and alarm enabled. Some of this stuff will be we'll work through the SciTech system, the 3D controls on the machine as well. So we'll go back home. Okay, so let's take the camera off, go back to gauge. Okay, settings, service. Here's a place where you can come in if the machine's not acting right, you think something might be wrong, you can come into this section, service section, and you can choose diagnostics, and it will give you a brief introduction as to what's going on with your machine. So at that point, you can actually contact the service department and tell them that you've got so-and-so service code, and at least give them something to go by, so whenever they come to work on your machine, at least they know what they're getting into and can possibly even bring the parts they need with them. So that could save some trips there. Okay, so obviously we have no logged codes present, so we'll go back. So parameters, machine. You can just see kind of what's going on with the machine right now. Machine slope, side slopes, indicating, and your voltage. So it just kind of gives you an overview of the machine. We've got a fluid monitor in the machine, so it tells you how your filters are doing, and they're okay or they need to be changed. Steering pump pressures and all that. So it'll tell you it's got your diesel exhaust fluid, but there's also, on the monitor, you've got a gauge. So it just kind of gives you a more specific idea as to what's going on with the machine at any given time. Okay, so we'll go back. Engine, same deal with the engine. Okay, so just kind of gives you a quick overview of the monitor. There, like I say, there's several different things that you can do in here to customize this machine to make it fit what you need it to do. So, if you need us to come out and go over it with you, that's what we do. So, feel free to ask any questions. Okay? Have a good day. Okay, so what I'm going to show you today is the basic operation of the slope assist on the new D5. So I've got it set up, and I've got my grade set in there. So I went ahead and roughed it out. So now I'm going to go ahead and go through a couple of passes, and I'm going to show you that once I put it in auto, all I have to do is drive the machine. Now keep in mind, this is not 3D or 2D like you're thinking laser guided or GPS. This just works off where the machine's sitting. So wherever the tracks are at, that's where it's holding its grade. Okay, so but you'll see what a smooth finish this will make just in that setup. So here we go. Watch my right hand, my thumb, I push the auto button. So now, right now the machine, all I'm having to do is drive, see? So my hand's not even on the stick. So when I get ready to disengage it and start my grade, my slope, I'll just push the auto button again, and then I'll just dress my slope here manually based on the height that I want and all. So now when I get ready to reverse, I don't have to decel. I just push the button, and the tractor takes over and does its thing. I'm going to give it a little more reverse speed here with my thumb wheel on my left joystick. And again, this D5 has a fully automatic transmission. So I'm going to go forward again by just pushing the button. There's my auto, hand off the stick. The machine takes over.
Hi, I'm Bill Estell, coming at you from the operator station of a Caterpillar UTV. I want to talk to you just a few minutes about some of the features of Cat's UTV lineup. We've got two different models, a gas and a diesel, as you would expect. We bring these things to you in really two models with two configurations. We've got your regular cab, which comes standard with seating for two. You have an optional third seat that can be fitted into the center of it, or we have a crew cab model that comes standard for seating for 5. You also have the ability to add that third seat in the front to give it a total seating capacity of 6. The Cat UTV comes standard with a multi-level monitoring system in the dash. This system will track the speed, RPM, it's a gear shift indicator, 2-wheel 4-wheel drive indicator. A lot of the vital statistics about the engine are communicated to the operator through this monitoring panel. Very nice little unit. Cat UTV has an enormous amount of space inside the cockpit area here. You've got a tilt steering wheel on it, automotive style gear shifter. These vehicles come with electronic 2-wheel 4-wheel drive selector, electronic locking rear axle, headlights, bright and dim on those. We put LEDs on a lot of them. An important thing, this vehicle uses a standard Cat ignition switch key. For those that have it on a construction job site, they'll find that very convenient. These units have cup holders in the front, cup holders in the center. Unless you put the optional center third seat in it, then you have to remove this set. But very nice cockpit, very nice workstation in this unit. Our gasoline models all have hinge doors that open wide, a lot of space for climbing in and out of it. The one thing you need to pay attention to when you climb on one of these UTVs is the amount of space that you have just entering and exiting the ROPS. The gas units have a shoulder bar for restraint of the operator. The diesel units have a hip bar. This is a little lower, so when you just see them on our yards, you'll know gas or diesel from the location of that. Also want to point out that the Cat UTVs come standard with a flotation tire. We have larger diameter tires with aluminum wheels on them if you desire that option as well. So those are available. Moving to the rear of the vehicle, you'll notice that this thing has an all steel bed on it, tie downs built into it for securing your load. The bed size of this UTV is sufficient to set a full pallet in for, landscapers comment on that all the time. They can just set a load in it and take off. The bed rated capacity is 1,000 pounds. Vehicle's rated capacity is 1,500 altogether. Towing capacity is like 2,000 that you can tow with it, but bed opens real easy, opens and closes real easy. What you'll see with the Cat UTV is all steel bed, very durable. Also has a easy dump feature that pull the handle, dump the bed. We have available an electronic dump if you choose. You'll notice that the engine is situated underneath the bed. You get 3-cylinder, talked about that a little earlier, horsepower rating and what have you of it. I would also point out that when you're back here, you'll see that the vehicles come with 4-wheel independent suspension. They have 4-wheel disc brakes on them. Really just want to stress the fact that this is a workhorse. This vehicle is very durable. We've got these in a rental fleet. If you'd like to rent one for a day, week, month, whatever term of your project could be, feel free to look us up at rigscat.com. We'd be happy to fix you up. You can buy it or we'll rent it to you, however you want to go about it. We think you'll like it. Thank you. Hey Kelly, let's take a tour around your yard. I want you to kind of show me what all you've got down here. You got a lot of stuff down here, man. You rent all this?
Let's go do it.
All right, good. Let's make it happen. So Kelly, I see you got Cat UTVs lined up here. You rent these, sell these?
Yeah, we rent them. We sell some UTVs, but good, that's our rental.
Kelly, thank you, man. Appreciate your time.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Anytime you want to buy my lunch, feel free to call. I'll always guarantee.
Okay.